Jimmy Garoppolo, as you said, it was a very Alex Smith performance. 15-19, no turnovers. I think that was the most important thing about what Jimmy Garoppolo did, what I was most impressed with. A lot of people, Jimmy enthusiasts, I'm not a Jimmy enthusiast, but Jimmy enthusiasts always like to point to some throw he made on third down. Like, watch the anticipation. Watch the way he throws this 10-yard pass.
I know.
Like,
we got that.
Okay, that's fine. He is very good at that. But those passes come at the cost of usually one turnover a game. I think he's 40 starts, 40 turnovers in his career. And that's too much. There's no explosive element to his game. You got to get rid of the turnovers now. And he did. He did not turn the ball over. That's the most impressive thing. And that's really why I think Alex Smith was better than him, because Alex Smith reached a point by the time he was about 27 where he didn't turn the ball over anymore. Jimmy's 30, and I don't know, is he there now? I don't know. What did you think of this performance?
This was a performance that was very much about staying in his lane. This is something he could handle. It was a game plan he could handle. How many times did they hand the ball off? Like 42. Surprise people. They actually televised, we're gonna hand the rock off 40 times in this game.
42.
They did exactly. They beat their own boast. And people were like, yeah, okay, cool. Against Aaron Donald, you will run the ball 40 times. I don't think so, but they did. Mm-hmm. So take those snaps right out of Jimmy Garoppolo's hands. And then his
handoffs were really nice, Sybilla. The way he extended the ball and watched it go in, it was high level stuff.
You are forgetting how he backs away with such swan-like elegance.
Grace.
Yes, it's amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah,
it really is. He missed his calling, ballet. But anyway, that's the thing is, so we take that out of the game. We go to his passes. Now, I will say this: there was a third down pass to Deebo Samuel where
fourth down
he led him. Perfectly, perfect spin, but they were short, not downfield throws. And without the yak of Deebo Samuel, he had less than 200 yards.
Yeah, it's weird to really go over the moon about a guy who threw for 189, 90. I mean, 89? It was very efficient. But again, they're paying him $27 million a year. If the plan is to be an offense that the goal is 40 carries a game, you don't need to spend $27 million.
The way I look at it is if Trey Lance could not execute the throws that Jimmy Garoppolo did, we have a huge problem. So this was not an elite like Peyton Manning game plan or something. It was all about taking the ball out of Garoppolo's hands, keeping him within his lane. And you know what? He can be a game manager. He has that ability. But this was a really simple game plan. There's no reason to read into this like he's going to save the franchise, but it's not a negative performance either. He did his job well.
Right.
But Kyle Shanahan was really the one who orchestrated this, along with the skill of the blocking of what looks like a healthy Kittle with Williams out there. There are so many other things that went into play that spring Deebo Samuel. There were also some plays, for instance, the throw to Juwan Jennings, where Ramsey was in coverage, and they're going to give him a pass breakup for that. There needs to be something where you give a pass breakup, once again, high and behind his receiver, where Juwan Jennings actually reaches back and plays a little bit of defense so that Jalen Ramsey cannot make a play. So still, we saw the vintage kind of classic Jimmy Garoppolo where he does make bad throws. So I don't really think this was more than solid football.
But here's why Jimmy Garoppolo is just to me. Okay, look, he's so expensive, $27 million a year, and you can't say we're going to drop back 50 times and win because the turnovers are coming. And if it's not his fault, it'll be someone else's fault. And also the pass protection isn't good enough. One reason the Niners have to play this way is it's the only way their offensive line is an asset. When they're running 40 times, the offensive line looks good. When they pass 50 times, like last week, the offensive line looks awful. And Jimmy looks like a chicken with his head cut off walking into sacks. So it's not just Jimmy's fault, but it is, though, because when you're paying your mid-tier veteran quarterback $27 million a year, that money comes from somewhere else on the roster, and it almost always comes from the offensive line. There's a bargain at right tackle, a bargain at right guard, a bargain at center, and a bargain at left guard. Now, it's a great left tackle, but that's one player out of 5. So the Niners really can't play that way. And again, if this is the formula, then just get Mac Jones or Trey, whoever. But you're either, to me, if you're spending 27 plus on a quarterback, you have a Hall of Famer. And if you don't, then you have a quarterback on a rookie deal. This thing here is just mediocrity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that people are forgetting that we were on quite a losing streak there. And so I think there's a bit of an overreaction. It's Monday Night Football. Also, at home, we were on the verge of becoming the worst home team in football history. And while this is not all Jimmy Garoppolo's fault, of course, it's a team effort, or it's injuries, or it's coaching. It's all these things put together. Still, this was a solid average performance, a good game plan against a team which just does not have the ability to match up with the 49ers. Because like you said, weak linebackers versus Trent Williams, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, that's called a run game in the making.